Hello everyone, my name is Havish Madhvapati. Welcome to video number 24 in a series of 100 videos where I teach you how to recreate consulting charts. In this video, we will look at a bullet chart that shows us the current year value, but it also compares the current year value against three levels of target based on the previous year value. So the three green colors that you see represent the target at 1.25x, 1.5x and 2x of the last year value, and the black bar tells us how far we have reached. So I already have the solution with me here, but as always I'll be creating it from scratch. So what we want to do here is to first take our data, which is simply the last year value and the actual for the current year. Let's insert three column. I want to call this target at 1.25x. The next one is 1.5x and the third one is target at 2x. Simply multiply the last year value by 1.25. This one becomes 1.5 and the third one becomes 2. Now we select the complete data, insert a bar chart, but then this will show us all the five values, last year 22, the three targets and the actual, as five different bars. First of all, let me click on the legend and shift it to the right. What we want to do now is to right click, change the series chart type. The actual, remember, has to come as a black bar, so that has to be separate. So while it will be a clustered bar, it will be put on the secondary axis. All the other four come on the primary axis. But if you think about it, we don't really need all the four. We don't need the last year value. So in chart design, we can select data, and I can remove the last year value from here. Once again, let's go back to change chart type. So we already have the actual value on the secondary axis, and the other three are like this. Now we can double click on any of the other three which are on the primary axis, and we have a series overlap that we will make 100%, and the gap width can be a little less so that the height increases. And for the actual value, we will increase the gap width so that the height reduces. Let's also make sure that the axis point is the same, so it should be, let's say, 0 and 600 in both of them. Only the order has to be changed now. So in chart design and select data, we will shift the 2x above, then we have the 1.5x, and then finally the 1.25x. I think that looks pretty good. We are almost there. We only have to change the colors now, so we can change the first part, which is the initial target at 1.25x, to, let us say, a light green. The next one becomes a slightly darker shade of green, and then finally we have the darkest shade of green. And here we can change the color to any color that you want. I'm going to keep an orange for now. Let's increase the gap width a little bit more, and let's also add a data label. In fact, the position of the data label could be inside n. I think that looks good. And there we go, everyone. We have managed to create the comparison of the current year actual against three levels of target at 1.25x, 1.5x, and 2x.